I like the sugar smacks.
Were they honey smacks too?
Yeah, the honey ones were
that's
good.
frog logo.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's peanut butter.
They're great.
Oh my goodness, that's so much peanut butter.
Wonder what happened here.
All the flooding in the city occurred because of the levees that broke. And you'll see those levees today. We'll take you to them and show you kind of why that happened. And a lot of that was because there was really overall in the city, there was just this sense of despair, I would say, almost. Just this, New Orleans has always been like this, and it's always going to be like this, and there's no hope that New Orleans is ever going to be any different. And so then Katrina comes, and that's the one thing, and you even have people nationally taught, like, oh, that's the death blow, it's done, and almost some, you got the sense that it was kind of a good riddance kind of mentality. And yet the one thing you would have expected to kind of do that was the one thing God has used to totally reverse the tide in New Orleans. And so what's happened is just, like Matt said, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people have come into the city, mostly believers from churches and colleges and youth groups and from all over the country, and just open-handedly, freely loved and served the people.
Where we were at as a church is we had prayed for years that God would open a door for us to see revival in New Orleans. And we have this building, we can do it, people are calling us, they want to help. Let's just do it. Let's just play this role. Let's just take this building and start hosting teams and figure out how to help people in the city by sending out these missions. And we never thought we'd have huge ministries into public schools and public playgrounds, and we never thought that God could open these kind of doors. But when you start talking about a church that's going to live out a mission trip, where like every church member lives life like a missionary, that kind of intimidates me a little bit. So this is like a year ago I was having these conversations, just kind of theoretically, like what if we. So now 12 months later or so, as we're in the middle of it, and some of these people have been build captains at Kaboom and have led service projects at the Gentilly library and have put on meals and done things for the teachers at Capdo. We're all of a sudden seeing these people kind of blossom and just saying, you know what, I can be a missionary, I can do this, I can live out my faith in this kind of way that looks this way, that is reaching out into the community very intentionally all the time.
Water pours into the street gutter channels. They feed into these canals, and then these canals pump the water up into the lake. So it doesn't go to the river, it goes to the lake. And this is this is where, if you watch the news coverage, you saw the helicopters dropping the sandbags. It was right here. And this is also the area where, like, there were houses, and there was a house that basically was right here that just kind of got picked up and floated like a boat and ended up about where that gray house is now. The whole house just kind of arced.
Look at this.
This is where the water settled at this house. So that means the water probably got up, a foot or 2 feet above this line, and then as it leveled out, it settled here for about 3 weeks. And then as they started pumping the water out, you can see the other lines where the water would kind of drop and sit.
And this one busted on both sides. So it busted right here on this side. You can kind of see, again, like the other one where the concrete's different. This side, they went ahead and reinforced it because there was some damage over here. It didn't actually bust right here. It busted a little closer. Pam and Charlie raised their home up 12 feet, 15 feet in the air. They're one of the first homes in the city to be raised. And it actually, like, it was in the paper. They took a photograph, did a story on them, all that. But I mean, Pam and Charlie really, they had a huge impact on their neighbors. And if you know Pam, and she's someone who just has a heart for evangelism. And that extends beyond just rebuilding. It has a lot to do with the family.
I do remember you. Come see. Come see.
Things have changed a little since we were here last.
Yes. It's too bad you couldn't have seen it in the summer because it was brilliant.
It's like a cross.
It is. Yeah. That was.
There's the stained glass that Guy and Keith put into the house up there.
Watch where you walk.
Which one? What's weird about it?
It just looks really strange.
He's got pants on.
It's an official penthouse here. Dormitory.
You're welcome. Did they want to go inside? And I wanted to use this for cancer patients. I wanted to have 2 ladies come and spend the night with me on a weekend so I could feed them and I could do raw foods. And that last spot too. That was beautiful.
Great seeing you again.
NORD, which is New Orleans Recreation Department, had said this was a play spot that they wanted a playground to be built at with a group called Kaboom, which Kaboom is a national nonprofit that helps build playgrounds. Their mission come on a day and build the whole thing. So like this whole playground, like this whole thing was put up in a day, except the concrete pad. That had to be poured ahead of time.
So there was a lot of people from those 3 communities that I.
So what's been cool is that they could be.
You know, he's gonna need to hold himself. There's a video.
There's Jamal's house.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good day at work?
No, I had a good day at work.
Good.
Yeah, I'm doing my work with my grandchildren. I'm a foster grandmother. You know that, don't you? Okay, come on, my baby doll. How you feel? My name is Lavinia.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
Did you just get home, Lavinia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, darling, how you doing?
Yellow paint.
I'm just examining my craftsmanship from the summer.
But we're going to replace all this.
It's a PA, but no.
It'll rise up like a
The
boat
tour
if it
lady's
ever
talking
floods.
about it.
Today we took a tour of all the different areas hit by Katrina, and you could see the wealthier areas and the differences there with the flood and everything. See all the devastation, and it was crazy.
I think one of the most memorable moments of today was meeting Pam. She's a lady who's been through a lot, and she's just remained so faithful to the Lord, and He's been using her in great ways. And she's gone through cancer, she's lost her husband, and you wouldn't even guess that. You would never think those things about her, because she's just like so full of energy, so full of life, and she's just a true blessing. And we went to hang out with her today, and we got to pray with her, and she prayed for us, and it was just a really great blessing from the Lord.
Good bit rebuilt, and then we went to the 9th ward, and that's pretty much like 1 in 20 maybe rebuilt overall. A lot of damaged, a lot that are just flattened with absolutely nothing left. So we saw a lot of different areas. Makes you think a lot about what we have and be grateful for it. But also makes you think about the city and the different people that are involved in it.